This is part of a series.
Well, the thing is, I had a dentist who I just wanted a new filling, and he told me I need a root canal treatment and a crown.
Really?
So I didn't believe that. I figured it's really just a filling because I had lost my filling.
And what we do?
Did the sedative filling first,
We went slow, we put a temporary in.
calm the tooth down, and then you put the filling in. The filling is fantastic.
Thank you. And you don't need a root canal.
No, thank God.
This old metal filling was removed, and in order to avoid a root canal, a sedative temporary was put in. This way, we can go slow, remove the temporary after the tooth is calmed down, and put a bonded filling in, so more of the tooth is left intact, and because we didn't have to drill for a crown, we can avoid a root canal.
And that's an informed patient. Patients are catching on. She just knew that the tooth didn't need a root canal and a crown. Thank you.
Thank you.
I went to the dentist office for my first initial checkup, hoping for cleaning and to get my tooth fixed, and they told me I needed a root canal.
Everybody's worried about the future toothache.
Yes, I wanted to go on vacation and eat. I was hoping just to get a temporary filling at that point in time, and they refused me. So I called around and luckily got your office, and they said that they would do a free second opinion and got me in for an emergency checkup, and within the hour of me being here, you guys told me I didn't need any of that, and I got my temporary and my teeth cleaned.
And the tooth hasn't bothered you since.
No, it hasn't.
And unless you have a swelling or a sign on the x-ray, for sure that you need a root canal. It's a gray area. You need someone who's positive. Often patients, in fear, they avoid the dentist, and in fear they expect the worst possible procedure. So when the dentist says you need a root canal, they say okay. Another thing with pain, if there's crisis dentistry and the tooth is bothering them, then they're seeking for the instant solution, and they also agree to a root canal.
3 ways you can avoid a root canal is: first, get an x-ray to indeed confirm there's something showing on the x-ray that indicates you do need a root canal. If not, you can have a problem with your bite making the tooth sore, so get a bite adjustment on that tooth. And you might need a sedative temporary. If the decay is close to the nerve, remove the decay, put the temporary filling in, let the tooth calm down instead of immediately getting a root canal, and then after the tooth heals, get a bonded filling.
I think what happened is it broke.
It was really a little sensitive.
Yes. I talked to one doctor, and they wanted to do a root canal and a crown. And, of course, very expensive. And I decided to get a second opinion. You looked at it and says, we can fix it a lot less. I think I've got like $350 in it.
And that's with bonding.
Yes.
And that was years ago, so I think we're not going to need a root canal.
No.
Differentiate between sensitivity and true toothache. Your tooth was what, just sensitive?
Yeah, it was sensitive.
Because part of the tooth was broken off. Sometimes the tooth can break off from breakage, being weakened by a previous metal filling, or sometimes it can break off because there's decay underneath, and that's a big difference. Avoid diagnosis based without x-rays, where a dentist just looks at your teeth and says, you need a root canal. We go through an education program like that explaining when we adjust the bite and when we do conservative bonding that less is best. You try that first.
Also, differentiate sensitivity from true toothache by using the go slow technique with a sedative filling and rule out any bite problems. These are both ways you can break the cycle of an unexpected worst-case scenario, root canal and crown.
And trying to avoid root canals. And one of those teeth, I saw you for the last visit, and
Yes.
what did I do?
He filed it off so my bite would be correct and no more headaches about worrying about a root canal. 0.